So this is Henry Dorley Zoo. This is the #1 zoo in the nation for America, at least second to the San Diego Zoo. But yeah, I was able to go with my coworkers since it was kind of like free time aside from the work trip that I had in Omaha. A lot of the recommendations I've had from other people who are native to Omaha just recommended me to go to the zoo. So yeah, this is me at the zoo. This is the fit for today's zoo trip. It is like 11 a.m. now, so I'm gonna head downstairs. So a couple of my coworkers and I shared an Uber to go to the zoo. You can notice that I just took a lot of different clips just to document this experience since it was pretty fun. They had a lot of zoo creatures and whatnot. So the tickets per adult costed only $26.95, and that's pretty cheap compared to other zoos, honestly. Like, I've heard that in California the San Diego Zoo is at least like $60, so this was definitely worth it for the experience. And we went on a Friday morning to afternoon before our actual work event started, so it was great to have that free time aside.
Yeah, but it just has to be today and tomorrow. Have a good one.
Thank you. It's so cute. I feel like this is something I would see in like the Las Vegas sphere. Yeah. This is the Desert Dome, so this is part of the skyline for Omaha. I was just in awe with just the architecture of the place and the desert biome we have here. And then on our way to the orangutan forest. My favorite animal at the moment is an orangutan because I'm just obsessed with how just relatable in a way they are, or just how funny they can be, just how much of a mood they can be. Have you seen those videos of just orangutans pointing at people's belongings, wanting them to do something with it? Just hand sanitize your hands or draw. Yeah, that's why I love orangutans at the moment. They are my favorite animal. I would say they are my spirit animals at the moment. Yeah, they're out here sleeping, basking in the sun, heads on the concrete curb. And then the first orangutan I saw was just latched on to the fence, and I was just like, dang, I can't interact with them like how I see in different videos or Instagram reels. And this first part of the zoo was actually pretty nice. Like, we got to see the different enclosures that gorillas and orangutans have. Then I compared my hand size to different animals. I think the first one was orangutan, and then another one would be the gorilla. But life in as orangutan. I took a video of it if you wanted to read more interesting facts about orangutans. Oh my gosh, I remember one of these in my childhood.
Does it actually interact?
Oh, I don't think it does. Then we have an immersive floor LED screen here. I remember these in my childhood, honestly, but
That's so cool.
yeah, it's really cool to just interact with it. You get to see their enclosure, but it doesn't seem like they're here though. Yeah. I can't believe someone actually made this.
I just thought like they were talking like, where is it? And then they were like, oh, there it is.
The orangutan enclosure. Some more interesting things that you might see in a museum. I've seen this type of flower before bloom. Oh, they have that in the Golden Gate Park. Yeah. They say that it smells really bad. Oh no, I haven't. Then we saw some monkeys. I think this is what you call as a spider monkey. Yeah, some type of deer? Yeah. deer-like creature, an elk, I think, and then a dodo bird. I have no idea what these animals are called, but yeah, I should have taken some clips of what they call these creatures. But this is Harambe for sure, gorilla. It's just chilling. Almost looks like it has a unibrow, but it's so interesting to see how they're like, how they vary in different sizes. We saw 3 of these gorillas. Oh, there's a third one. I think so. Where are you going? And it's so cool to see how they walk. Like, oh my gosh. And of course, this dodo bird, I don't know, maybe it is a dodo bird, but it was scratching away its own chest or neck. It's like, kind of reminds me of eczema. And then, I don't know what it was holding on here. What is it eating? Main source of food are leaves, dried up leaves, but it was not chewing on it, it was just holding it, so maybe a little toy for themselves. And then it really interacted with the kids around here. It just followed this kid a lot through the windows. Then, of course, spotter monkeys that disappeared right as I tried to come closer to it. Where'd he go? Me at social gatherings. Just climbing around. Then of course another gorilla eating in a different enclosure, indoors on top of like some tree trunk. I think it was eating some sort of kelp or just some sort of vegetable, but some of the leaves fell down. Me on my lunch break for sure. This is my hand on orangutans. It's surprisingly really long. And then gorillas are a lot more smaller. I don't know what's its mood right now, but really looks like kind of angry. Then it like just fell to the ground or just started to sleep, covered its whole face. Got a exclusive view of its foot. Like, wow, look at that. It's ginormous. Do you see its face when it's... yeah, I see it's covering its face with the arms. I feel like this is what I would look like if there was an earthquake drill. In pain. And it would just cover around my face. And we have another gorilla just side-eyeing us. What is it looking at? This is me when I zone out and I'm just like... Yeah, this is what you call the Gorilla Valley. This zoo was actually so big. We only got to see half of it before we had to start leaving for our next work. Then we were on our way to the sea lion area. This part of the zoo was actually so relaxing. They had a lot of different nature ambience that really just fit the scene. And it was nice to see the sea otters or sea lions just enjoy their time here swimming around. And whoa, they're really long. What do they feed? The way they designed this place is so natural. Like, I can't believe they just made this in a zoo. Then they disappeared as soon as they saw me. Exploring more around.
Oh, it's a harbor seal. That's not a sea lion.
Wow. Oh, whoa, where are they coming from? I love how they swim. They just swim on their back and they just look so happy. Apparently the ripples of the water is formed by some sort of machine of some sort. But yeah, that's how they get it to look like an ocean. They're so cute.
Is she watching her mouth?
We were probably here in this area for a good 20 minutes because of how just relaxing it is seeing all these sea lions swimming around. Whoa, they zoom so fast. So fast. And just look how beautiful it is underwater here. And then there's these two sea lions just playing around with each other, maybe doing some wrestling. It seems like they're playing. Someone called it WWE for sea lions. Oh. WWE for sea lions.
I would watch this.
Sea Lions edition. Is it being attacked? Oh, okay. These angles. Oh. I don't know what I was zooming in here, but you can kind of see some sort of animal hanging on. These are bats. And then we went into this dark area where bats and all these different creatures are. Saw like a parrot-like creature. They were chill. I don't know what you call these, I forget, but they look pretty cute. Their eyes are so large and like look at how long their tails are. Saw one of them sniffing another one's behind, but this is their food and they were just eating through this wooden block. Then here we have a tortoise, a turtle, a big turtle tortoise. I don't know what you call these. Look how cute this guy is, just slowly going to the water to hydrate. Drink some water. I was hearing that these tortoises are cold-blooded, so they would sit near a light source for heat for extended periods of time to gain
got a
worth.
piece of, like watermelon or fruit or something on his face.
His food.
It's kind of
Yeah.
hanging out. They're always messy eaters.
Yeah, I can tell.
You know.
He tired himself out eating.
They require the heat energy from outside in order to make the digestion work. So a lot of times they'll eat and then they'll sit there and just cop a squat for about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Dang.
Right
on
next
a
to the
source of
light.
heat and let it.
That explains why that's sitting right next to the light.
Little guys.
Poisonous. And then we got a snake enclosure. I hate snakes, but and then now we have frogs. I didn't see these at first because they really camouflage really well to their environment and the leaves, and they are green, so
Oh, there's 3. There's 2 in the back.
they're so good at like camouflaging. Oh, it's so cool.
There's so many here too. That's why for every like plant we see in this exhibit, it's also a plant shop.
And then we got a cat. Well, you don't call this a cat, but in the sign here, it's called a fossa. But yeah, he was just roaming around, walking, getting his steps in.
Getting their steps in.
Just gotta strap your Fitbit to it.
Yeah. That's how you get your vitality points. But it was so cute seeing it just run around, laps around the track. Maybe? I don't even know what you call these, but it kind of had the same colors of a skunk, but in a kind of a form of a lemur. Then this is the I like to move it guy for Madagascar. And there's some trains around the zoo, so I guess it's a form of transportation to get around because this zoo is actually so huge. Honestly, I should probably show you guys a map, but yeah. And yeah, again with these creatures, please drop in the chat if you do know what they are called, because I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're in the shade or something.
Then there was supposed to be a red panda, but it was sleeping in its little house, its little hut. And then one of my coworkers was like, we saw the last name Keen, which is... Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
It's definitely Keen. Eric Keen. Old CEO's last name, so we were wondering, like, did the King family come from that same guy? But yeah, then we visited the Asian Highlands. We saw a bunch of different animals. Yeah, at this point it was kind of like early afternoon, so it was really hot and we didn't see as many animals as before in the morning. But we did see this bear. It kind of did a double take, walk around. Oh, there it's going. Oh, he said, oh, I'm coming back.
Got his workout routine.
This is a sloth bear. Oh, it's going back.
Try the fluffy thing.
A little point where you can relax and cool off because it was definitely hot. Then we have a tiger. Those tigers can be so huge. Like, imagine it pouncing on you or something. It just kept on walking near the window. I don't know why, but I think you might see him from here. Oh wait. And then after all that walking back and forth, it started to take a nap in the shade. And the only form of shade was in that corner in the dark. Then we have a snow leopard. Okay, and over here in this area, this is what you call takins.
Kind of. Oh yeah.
Here we have some rhinos up close. Kind of looks like an armadillo with 4 plates of armor.
Yeah, it looks like sectioned into like 3.
Just eating dirt, it looks like, or maybe bark in the the ground. But there were a couple of them just out here, and then it was coexisting with these deer-like creatures. And then the red panda I saw earlier in the entrance came out to say hi, so he's out way in.
If we go this way, I think.
We have a choo-choo train just passing by. We have some railroads in the zoo where people can hop on for maybe $5 or so. Then we passed by Garden of Tanuki, going to the Stingray Beach area. Apparently you needed to pay extra to get inside that building to check out the Stingray, but yeah. Then we have a bongo. Bongos have shorter legs, kind of looks like a zebra, but in brown, and it has horns, so probably not a zebra. Then we have a tortoise. There's probably a lot of tortoises around in the zoo. And then we have an antelope just chilling. Then over here we were trying to go to these gondolas, but you'll see later what happened. And then we have a skeleton of some sort of creature. Then I'm inside this area where they transport elephants in. So this is the thing they, connect to a truck and use to transport animals. Then I went inside one of these ranger types of trucks. Really cool. Their seats are just metal though. Then our mission was to get inside one of these gondolas to go to the beginning of the zoo, and
Round trip only. That was like the perfect opportunity to go back.
but we did realize that it was a round trip type of ride, so we took a big L basically, and we needed to walk the rest of the half walk to go back to the entrance, or the exit.
Oh, so much koi fish. Wow.
Saw a lot of koi fish. Like, this is the most koi fish I've seen in one area.
Oh, cool.
Garden of the Senses, we passed by that, and then we actually
Oh, he's just staring at you.
Then we were at this crossing roads area. I'm guessing that this is where they would go back to their enclosure. But yeah, it was so cute to see how they're just staring at us. I don't know if they were just expecting us to, let them out, or maybe they're curious of us.
Coming here.
But they're so cute. Just look at them. They're just staring at you. Like, I wouldn't mind a giraffe staring at me like this. They're just so cute with their long necks.
So huge.
Then back to the entrance. Obviously we wanted to visit the gift shop, so we made time for that. I just looked around a lot of different things. Honestly, I was like overstimulated here. Like, just imagine all the different types of animals in this area, and you can just find different things like magnets, statues, cups, shot cups, lanyards, mugs, coffee mugs. It's just a lot of different things. And they also have like Legos for different things. So yeah, and then now this is just a little live photo reel of what we took pictures of. Like, I'm here, so my coworkers were able to take some of my pictures, and I'm just like so aesthetic. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of our trip to the Omaha Zoo. This is only probably like the first part of our whole exploration of Omaha, because I did explore different areas, like the downtown areas that I'll probably show in a different video. But yeah, it's really cool to see all the different animals. I only took videos of half of the zoo. The other half was kind of just us trying to exit the zoo, but I took some videos while I was at it. But yeah, I wish I had a chance to see more of the aquarium or the butterfly enclosure, because that was the last thing that I would have wanted to see before we left, but we did have to cut it short. But yeah, it's a pretty good zoo. I really enjoyed my experience here, and I would definitely recommend it being one of the bucket list things to do if you were to even visit Omaha.